돌아온 햄튜브. 마우스, 조그만 마우스 저 안에 계속 움직이는 거 봐.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
지금 제가 저 사람 나레이션이 시키는 대로 해야 돼요. 어머, 이런 소리도 다 번역돼 있네? 인디자인을 안 썼나 본데?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
문
mean?
닫혔어.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
회의실을 가야 된대. 되돌아가면 안 돼요?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
건드려볼 수도 있지. 나레이션으로 꼽주고 있어. 꼽순이가.
Please, are you really just doing this for the achievement? Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants
20번?
recognition.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort from the cause. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
아, 이거 나한테 그 개똥 훈련 시키는 거 아니야? 아, 노예가 된 거 같은데. 간다.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yeah! Oh, wow.
진짜 도전을 주네?
Oh.
오, 여기가 사장실? 사장의 화장실. 사장의 화장실? 그런 느낌이 들었어. 돈은 훔치려고 쓰는 거야. 물론 네가 말고. 아무튼 정말 사랑스러운 지갑이야. 극한의 화장실.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency
제발.
override kicked in. And the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
웁디두? 와, 이게 올라가네. 뭐야? 공포 게임 아니야? 너무 어둡다. 내려가기? 올라가기 버튼 눌렀는데 내려가네? 뭐라는겨? 뭐야?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into
다시
the
올라가는
elevator
게
and
되네?
went back up. Silly me.
몰랐어.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just
아,
lead
잘못
back to his
눌렀지.
boss's office?
가능한지 몰랐지. 다시 되돌아가 볼까요?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
시키는 대로 하자. 항상 시키는 일만 했었던
Now he's getting back
스탠리니까.
into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky?
새로운 방 아니야?
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
여기 어디야?
This absolutely changes everything for me.
짱이다.
Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
우와. 야, 이런 것까지 만들어놨다고? 엘리베이터 좀 탔다고 이런 식으로 막 꼽을 주네?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. I need more time to process.
와, 진짜 더 심해졌다, 이 게임. 게임 플레이어가 나레이션을 킹받게 하면 나레이션은 똑같이 킹받게 하네요. 가자!
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
뭐 아무 말도 안 하는데?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
아,
There
느려.
we go. Oh,
Whoa!
we're here.
뭐야? 진짜 다른 데로 보내네?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here
What?
somewhere.
어디야? 뭐야? 스탠리 무대에서 라이브? 헉! 내가 주인공인가 봐. 엘리베이터 좀
Okay,
탔다고 지금
it looks
이런
like
걸
they're ready
보여준단
for you.
말이야?
Go get 'em.
427. 디테일 봐. 축하해 스탠리. 잘 됐다고 모른 척하기 없기다. 직장 동료들. 행운을 빈다 챔피언 너의 사장. 엘리베이터 타는 모습이 멋있어요. 여기에 나가면 뭐가 나올까요? 두근두근하네요. 스탠리! 엘리베이터 버튼. 이게 엔딩이에요? 장난치지 말라는 거야?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
모른
it
척하는 거
mean?
맞아요?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
그냥
missed a memo.
엔딩이네 저렇게.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
이게 뭐야? 이거 문나이트야 뭐야? 오마이갓 이게 뭐야?
Call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my
미드소마
life
같은데?
whenever I want. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it
최고의
was sullied with a
재산이란
cheap re-release?
바로
Remember back in
추억이다.
October?
아, 2013년. 와, 내가 개언예대 입학했을 때네. 최승현의 취미생활. 그때 진짜 좋았지. 헉, 인디펜던트 게임 페스티벌 관객상?
진짜
정말 대단한
최고의
걸.
선배.
와, 영국 영화 텔레비전 예술 아카데미 수상작 더 라스트 오브 어스. 스탠리 패러블? 와, 대박이다.
It's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
비추짱? 아, 진짜 어이없어. 뭐야.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and
와, 이 사람 아이디
unfunny,
진짜 있는
with his humor
사람인가 봐?
and dialogue proving to be more irritating
저격
than entertaining.
장난 아닌데?
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his
잘랑치 않은
long-winded
듯한 목소리.
explanations of what's happening.
스킵 버튼이 있었으면 좋았을 텐데?
A skip button.
9시간 넘게
Oh,
플레이했어.
yes, I think we can do that.
스킵 버튼이 생긴다고?
And here it is.
Ooh.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant drip. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power. It's right. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button
12시간.
again. It's been 12 hours. I can't control. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
저 사람 어떻게
Back.
멘탈 나갈
Oh,
것
my
같아.
goodness.
어머!
I have someone to talk to again.
죽었어.
Stanley, I think it's been
일주일?
2 weeks.
스킵 버튼을 만들어 달라 그랬던 그 리뷰어한테 하는 어떤 복수인가 봐, 지금 이 장면이. 그죠? 어? 이제 드디어 고장 났나 봐, 스킵 버튼이. 마법의 스킵 버튼이 드디어. 어머. 세상에. 세상이 망했어. 헉! 설마 엔딩? 엔딩의 종류가 엄청 다양해진 것 같아. 예상을 못하겠다. 뉴 콘텐츠. 여기로 들어가면 아까랑 똑같을까요?
Oh, good. You notice my sign. I have something very
어?
exciting to show
아까랑
you.
다르네. 와!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with
아,
a few
이칠.
minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover
투.
with a fully fledged sequel. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th
언젠간
Birthday.
잘 될
Which would
거야.
you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday,
뭐야?
stepniece it is.
아, 내가 그런 거 안 해줬어.
Or actually,
안심을 주는 양동이?
a common complaint of the Stanley parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. Come on, give it a try.
오케이.
Can you feel it?
깜짝
Crushing
놀랐네,
despair
아저씨.
must already be sweeping through
웃음소리가
your
왜
body.
그래요?
And in fact, I
족한
say
줄
that I
알았어,
do
아주?
believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well. Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever.
끝없는 구멍? 야!
You see, isn't it wonderful? Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
와.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show. Oh, for heaven! You see, I was right. The problem is you. Don't need to see
구멍
the-
매니아다.
No. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing,
You know me.
well, there it is.
Oh!
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
뭔 소리야? 어? 구멍이 점점 내려가고 있어. No. F? 아! 아, 이게 뭐예요? 아! 인식? 야.
Stanley!
어머.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of
아
dozed off
재밌었는데.
there,
아
drifting away into
뭐야.
dreamland.
찾을 수 있을까요? 찾을 수 있을까요? 콜렉테몰. 어?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
포스터 같아. 와 진짜 갖고 싶지 않다. 이렇게 우울해 보이는 피규어는 처음이야. 와. 스크린샷 금지. 뭐야 여기?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
왜 이렇게 혼자 신났어요,
Are you
교수님?
ready? This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. Go ahead. Take a look.
오! 오! 와! 잘 만들었는데?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
헐, 진짜 게임 시작하는 진짜 메인
Stanley worked
화면이었네?
for a company in a big building
바뀌었네?
where he was
아까 걔가
employee
설명한
number
것처럼?
42. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. Stanley picked up the bucket.
어, 여기 있다. 아이고. 오, 오랜만이다.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel it. This
양동이를
broom
원하고
closet
있대. 청소
believes it
도감이.
deserves the bucket. It's supposed to go with the other
아니야.
cleaning supplies. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more
아니야?
debate.
내
Discussion.
거야.
Take a
이
hike broom closet with all your.
새끼들아. 버켓이 그렇게 좋아? 그냥 왜 그렇게 싸? 여기 오랜만이네. 화장실. 에이? 아까랑 멘트가 달라진 것 같다? 사장이 손해를 봤다면 사장이 선택한 일이고 사장은 어이? 자신이 한 말을 사장 스스로 알고 있기 때문이지. 뭔 말이지?
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
어,
Remember,
사람이 서 있어서
no reward for collecting all of these.
죄송해요.
Stanley, God knows I've tried.
갑자기 공중에
So, I
사람이
implore you to
있어가지고 너무
savor
놀랐어요.
each and every-
아 이거 엘리베이터 그
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the
어떡해,
bucket inched
Stanley
closer
and
to their
bucket.
demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth
아,
and
진짜
comfort
아파 보이긴
had turned
하네.
out to be. And he sort of
오,
kicked
어떻게 하냐?
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator. In a
누구세요?
single visceral instant, the bucket's
누구신데요?
life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
여기 지난번에도 있었던 것 같기도 하고. 스탠리 페러블.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
양동이 전시회를 해주네. 이 작품은 손잡이가 2개인 양동이를 묘사하고 있습니다. 이런 디자인의 양동이는 현실에서 만들어진 적이 단 한 번도 없었는데 매년 수십 명의 사람이 이를 시도하려다 사형에 처했습니다. 매달린 양동이. 저거 내 양동이 같은데? 야! 닿았다.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Something something?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the
지금까지 뭘 본
machine.
거야?
Don't reset the game. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world.
어떻게 해야 돼? 꺼야 돼? 어떻게 해야 돼? 다시 시작했어.
All of his
양동이를
co-workers were gone.
잃을 수
What
없어서.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
헐,
missed a
스티커
memo.
그대로 있어. 완전 소름 돋아.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
진짜 무섭다.
He looked down at the bucket in his
여기서도-
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze,
아,
but
이게
said nothing at
루프구나.
all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times.
양동이가
such as
있으니까
these.
근데 진짜 마음이
He held the
편안해지네.
bucket close, and that's when Stanley
아니야?
realized
스탠리는
this
아닌가?
isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
뭐?
Someone
내 버킷이
else's
아니라고?
bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
아닌데?
This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who
내
knows
버킷!
what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding
안 돼.
presence of his
내
bucket?
버킷.
And indeed,
버킷이
now
없으면
he
이게
noticed that the
못한단 말이야.
rooms were rapacious.
안 돼, 내
That's
버킷
strange. Without my
돌려줘.
bucket, I've gone truly mad.
내
Where
버킷.
is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket! He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me,
조잡스러운 가짜 버킷들.
And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
아, 여기 데스 엔딩이구나 이거.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of
아이씨,
comfort and security,
쟤한테도
and walked
양동이가
to her
있어?
place of work.
아씨, 양동이
But on this
합성한 거 엄청
particular day,
티나네.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to
아,
himself,
여기 지하로
and then
내려오면
collapsed dead
죽음
on the sidewalk.
엔딩이구나.
It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on
양동이
everything.
게임이
Heck
됐네?
yes, she thought to herself.
쌉인정?
My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
공중제. 오케이. 버켓. 그럼 오늘 여기까지 해야겠다. 정말 재밌고요. 너무너무 재밌는 스탠리 패러블 울트라 디럭스였습니다. 모든 것이 낚시인 게임. 스탠리 패러블 경쟁표? 최악의 3%만 파란 문을 선택했대. 이것이 당신입니다. 9,328명의 플레이어 중 9,328등 친구 목록이 비어 있습니다. 이씨, 이 새끼들. 당신보다 우수한 플레이어? 이씨. 괜히 봤어, 씨.